Let's talk about love. Now, a lot of you probably know what love is, so you won't really listen to the video, and that's okay. But it's not about book knowledge of what love is or what the dictionary describes it to being. It's my understanding. It's my understanding about love and where does it come from. I know that a lot of things that I did in my life was to be loved. And I think that's the hardest thing for most people to do, is to be honest with themselves. Why do you become someone's doormat? Why do you allow people to push you around? Why can't you say no? And for myself, I did it really because I just wanted to be loved. I wanted to be seen and heard. And I thought these were all the things that I needed to do, because you see, the more that people did things for you, the more they supposedly loved you. Yet, well, funnily enough, when you don't do what they ask of you, then they get very snarly and yell at you a lot. I just didn't know. They don't teach this in school. They don't tell you that love is something that you have. It was given to you the day you were born. You came into this world buried in pure love. So what happened? Well, the ego took over. Society took over. Because you see, the less love we give ourselves, the less love we give someone else. And then that opens up a whole new avenue of distrust, dishonesty, hatred. But you see, when myself, because I can only talk about me, when I started to love myself, because, I went to the school of judgment, and I have to say I passed with honors. I judged myself from inside out. And what was happening is that everybody that was showing up in my life was just reflecting all that judgment back to me because I was creating everything that was showing up. So the hardest thing, and I find with my clients, the toughest thing for people is to love themselves. And I know how hard it is, but I also know how easy it is. One of the things that did change my life is when I reopened that door to God or Source, whatever label you want to give him or her. So how do you love yourself? It's so simple. It just needs you to be consciously aware all the time. It's what you say to yourself, how you speak to you. I used to speak so poorly to myself. I used to say I was stupid and I wasn't pretty and I'd never amount to anything and I wasn't good enough, and it just went on and on and on. And when I realized that all I had to do was start speaking to myself with kindness, my life would change. Too simple, they say. But it does take a conscious effort, because whenever I would put myself down, I would feel my heart cringe. It felt like a hand around my heart and it was squeezing the life out of it. And then I would automatically put my hand to my heart and say, I'm really sorry. I'm getting there. And eventually I stopped putting myself down. And you know what? People stopped putting me down, because I was healing it from the inside out, not from the outside in. So, if you judge anyone, you're judging yourself. You're putting yourself down. You're holding yourself prisoner, a victim. The simplest thing is just to pay attention what you say to yourself. And whenever you say anything poorly yourself, say you're sorry. Because there's an innocence within you that just wants to hear that you're sorry for being so hard on yourself. It's not difficult to do. You just have to find that commitment within yourself where you've said, you know what, I've had enough. I'm fed up with how my life is unfolding. I'm tired of trying to find someone to love me when all I need to do is love myself. It's simple, but it's easy. All you have to do is trust. Surrender. Get out of your way long enough. Speak to yourself with kindness. Stop judging people, because when you judge people, you're judging yourself. Catch that. Realize that. It's all up to you. So kindness starts from within. Thanks so much for dropping by. So much love and light to you all.